Folks, thank you for tuning in again with me this afternoon. This is Bubba, the Jewish Redneck Prepper. What we out in town now is a little town we used to live at here years back called Avery, Georgia. This is an old railroad town that probably pulled the railroad tracks back up back in the early 30s. And this is Avera, Georgia. This is a monument dedicated to in the memory of Dr. Alexander Avery, who was born on October the 3rd, 1830 to January 1907. He was a beloved physician and founder of Avera, Georgia. In 1885, he donated the land for the town, which was named in his honor. Born in Jefferson County, Georgia, graduated Oglethorpe Medical College, Savannah, Georgia. He was, as a lieutenant, formed the company and served with honor in the war between the states. He gave liberally of his time, skills, and means in the service of others, and it's said of him, he loved his fellow man. Well, folks, here's the old downtown area of Avera, Georgia. And I'm going to try to cover both sides in this town. And when we lived here, they pretty much well kept this town beautiful. When we lived here, it had one grocery store that was open. But now I see that store's over, old clothes, and been replaced with vending machines. But right down through here, if you look real close, this is the old park. This right here would be the line that ran right straight down through here. It would run on down through Mitchell, on down to Gibson, Georgia, on down through that way, and it would run right straight through here, and it would run all the way through Rennes, all the way up through Modoc, not Modoc, I can't think of the next ghost town, up there in Richmond County, and all the way on down through, well, it runs through Rennes, runs from Rennes over to Ghost Town, a little way station called Noah, Georgia, then run on over to Keysville, on over into Augusta. Go through another ghost town not too far from here called Matthews, and I'm hoping to get that ghost town in the near future. You can tell it's definitely on southern towns. People take their pride on their rebel flags around here. Here's a little place where they have their festival every year. And they have outdoor festival here once a year. I don't remember what it's called. But here you got, right there. Folks, the irony of this. You see this little building? Would you believe that used to be a factory? Back in about 10 years ago. They did factories in there. I think they made camouflage wear right there. And here you got this old store here, country store here. Look at that old electrical fan, folks. Steps. Can't see much in there, but they still got a lot of old stuff on the shelves in there. And everything. This is an old store here. And then we got here. Now, this guy that owns this little store here, and I think he might own that one here too. He's a preacher. And as a matter of fact, he's related to my wife, distant kin. And he's a preacher over in Augusta at a Apostolic Pentecostal church. And at some point, this must have been an old barber shop, because I remember when I lived here years back, he's took the time and money try to fix up this old place. And it looks like he's doing a pretty good job of fixing it up. And the guy's name would be Newsom that owned this building. And somehow he found an old barber pole to put on there. Ain't that neat? What I'm going to do is going to walk down here a little bit this way. That's the city water tower and the city hall and post office and Avery Fire Department. Now, folks, this is not per se a ghost town is dead, but all the business districts down through here are dead. What we're going to take you down to is old Granary down here. It used to be in operations years back. And like I said, down through here is where old railroad tracks used to run. Down through this road here. I'm not exactly sure how the layout was, but I know this this road right here is the old railroad bed down through here. Now, this old warehouse, I don't remember, it was cotton. I think this warehouse could have been for both cotton and granary, because this here is farm country. If go back about 3 years ago, this old office to the granary here, and you see this old granary warehouse is still in good shape. And let's see, this is, they turned it 3 years ago into an old store. Now it looks like it's called Red Oak Barbecue. That's something new here. It says we'll be open, what does it say? This Sunday from now on, from hours. It'll be open on this Sunday from now on. Wow. Tuesday 11 to 5. Red Oak Barbecue. Says sorry we're closed. Here's the old granary. Right here. I don't know if this ever had a name on it, but here's one of the granary chutes. So I can see if we can find a name. There's still a lot of people that live here in this town. Used to have a school on the back street back there, but it got tore down. I gotta make this pretty fast here. It's like this side of the old granary is about to fall in here. And still got a few deserted houses down through here. This back side of the old granary. But for the most part, most of the houses here are still occupied. It's just like a lot of these old railroad towns that was once bustling and everything. If I'm correct and everything, I think this was a railroad, and it was like a side spur that came down through here to like load train cars. And this was the old office to the granary and the warehouse. As you can tell, it was probably pretty busy in its day. And what I want to do is take it down to the other part of the downtown Avery here, and take you over here to the old community well house. That's right, they still got their well house here, but I don't know if they ever pulled the pump up. This used to be the well house here. And a few years ago, they still had the pump here. Oh, there it is. See the old hand pump? And look at that, folks. Look at that water coming out of there. There, it still works. See, pump that. Look at that. Oh, man. Folks, see that water? Water still pumps at this old well house. Tell me that. That's their first waterworks right here in this town. Ain't that neat? Oh wow, I ain't used no pump like that in years. I got excited right there, folks. This Avery here is probably only one of few I know old towns that still have a city wells like this. Well, probably only one of few that still has old hand pumps for people to walk and get their water for the house and everything. Because most of this house, it being a rural town, back in the day, railroad town, you had local pumps like this for people to go from their houses and get water and tote it home and stuff like that before they had regular city water. And a lot of these downtown areas made use of these old pumps that all these people had to probably see people walking over here every day with buckets to get water. Once, 2, 3 times a day. And this is a quiet, rural community town here in Avery. I think a long time their depot had to sit back over there about where my family sits right there in a pickup. I think the depot used to sit somewhere right along in there. But see, the downtown area, I don't ever recall as a child coming here to ever seeing this service station open. This old sign giving you to the service station. Probably been a many oil change been done in this old service station. There's the old rack. I don't even think it even has a name, so service station. You see? Old service station like. It's still got an old cooler in there. It's all oil stuff. Old clock in there stopped at 9:45. You got a sign on it that says closed. Look at that old door, how old. The fencing across the front. It's probably ain't seen business since the 70s or so. Look at that old cooler. Down here, take it down here to this little downtown area on this side. And down that road, I used to live in a little shotgun house down through there, back about 8 years ago. This little ghost town. Oh, ain't that a kicker? That's what's funny. Oh, they must have a door in the back there. Folks, you see that? John Deere tractor. Oh, that's awesome. Over here, it ain't got no glass here. That looks like a... Oh, man, check that out. Ain't that neat? Took this old downtown store, took the back out of it, and they use it as a garage for the tractors. Ain't that awesome? And here, this is the grocery store about 6 years back. This is where we used to have to come and get groceries and everything. Looks like it. Got tables in there and everything like that. Looks like somebody's holding church here. And right here, you got vending machines, Coke machines and stuff like that. Looks like holding church here in this old grocery store. Well, like I said, now this is one thing hardly ever seen. That's the Gus Chronicle. And still can get a Gus Chronicle newspaper out this far. Ain't that neat? Remember when that paper used to cost $0.25? Now it's $2. It's $1 daily, and $2.50 on Sunday. That's cause all the coupons and everything. They got this old store here. It looks neat, like somebody tried to have a fitness center in there. Got curtains up. A little alleyway here that goes back around. And right here, folks, I think used to be, if I'm correct, is the old Bank of Avery. This glass is broken. I ain't gonna do it. Yep. There's the old bank vault, folks. Look at there, the ceiling's falling in. Somebody at one point in time, this was old bank. Can you imagine how many loans were made right here at this old bank? This is the old bank building, folks. Now, what this particular building is, I'm not sure. This old wooden structure. A couple of times, some of these buildings have been open, and they've had little, like, flea markets, variety stores. But this old wood building is in pretty good shape, to be honest with you. And this is a house. And when I moved a few years ago, this is a little bit back some years, I lived in this house right here. Thought about buying it. But you can see, take it around here to the back side. These old buildings. Walk around through here. Get your backside of the old bank. These old stores. Well, folks, I hope you have enjoyed this little tour of this ghost town, Avery, Georgia. I enjoyed doing these videos. Give you a shot over there to the other side of where the old railroad tracks used to be. Get you a shot down there, this side of town. Down here and get you a whole layout shot of all these empty buildings here. And this Church Street goes all the way down to the end down there. These some backside streets. The old school was burned down back in decades ago. Used to be on the back streets back there. But again, my friends, this is the old railroad, ghost town, and defunct railroad of Avery, Georgia. Folks, if you enjoyed this video, how about hitting like and share? If you didn't like this video, tell me what you didn't like about this video. I love constructive criticism. Leave your comments. But if you did like, and you're not a member of my YouTube channel, how about subscribe to the Jewish Redneck Prepper? Until the next time, folks, this is Bubba saying shalom, enjoy the journey, and God bless each and every one.